Yo, Happy New Year's to everybody. You know I had to hit y'all for the blog, before we hit the New Year's. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lavish, and this is Lavish Thoughts TV. Thank y'all. Salute to y'all for tuning into the channel. Again, we back with another blog. Happy New Year's to everybody. I do hope that your 2025 year is very prosperous. You take care of your goals, and wishing you nothing but the best, and pretty much ensuring that you're in good health. You know what I mean? So if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, feel free right here to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content. So let's just jump right into the video. So we're gonna touch on two topics. I know you look at the thumbnail, so you already know what we're gonna be discussing, and you see the title of the video. So the first thing that I'm gonna touch on is this story that popped off in Florida. Now, I thought I seen it all, but this right here is insane to me. So for those that don't know, this woman was a piece of work. She worked at a pizza place, right? I think she was a delivery. She worked in like deliveries or whatever the case, right? Excuse me. Nonetheless, she worked in a pizza place, and part of the, everybody knows you work in a place like that. They deal with the tips. So now she's in jail right now, and possibly looking at 25 something years for the dumbest reasons. For the dumbest reason. She's facing a lot of time now and in jail because she stabbed a customer because the customer tipped $2. Yeah. I'm literally not making this up. Charlemagne, he always says this on the Breakfast Club that the craziest places is the Bronx in Florida, and he's absolutely right. Because the Bronx in Florida, you always hear crazy stories. So, she stabbed a customer over a $2 tip. This is what I gotta say about the situation, right? I know there's been a whole debate about, people, not, tipping low and like, or people not tipping at all. You know what I mean? And, people are saying, oh, you should tip workers and things like that. Me personally, I make sure I always tip. When I get my hair cut, I tip. When I order food, I tip. You know what I mean? I do what I can. If I don't have tip money, then I just don't have it. You know what I mean? And that's just that. Some people have their own preference when it comes to tipping. But here's my thing. When you're working in these type of jobs that deal with tips, right? It's gonna be times where you're gonna get tips and you're not gonna get anything at all. And if you don't have the heart to deal with these type of jobs, then don't be working these type of jobs, period. When y'all go apply for these jobs and y'all get hired, you see the job description, you know what you're signing up for. So you know that it's gonna be a chance that you may not even get a tip. So you know what you signed up for. And this pizza worker definitely knew what she signed up for. And the fact that you got so angry and pretty much threw your life away over $2 is insane to me. And she's definitely going to get a lot of time regardless of her, if she has a criminal history or not. Because let me tell you something. When you commit a crime, especially in red states like Florida and things like that, Mississippi and shit like that, red states, when it comes to serious crimes, they don't mess around. When you get up in front of them courts in them red states and you're convicted of a serious crime, they hit you with hard time. They hit you with numbers. Them red states do not play around. So all of this for what? You're gonna be sitting in a jail cell for 20 something years of attempted murder. All over a $2 tip. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not worth it. That person tipped you $2. You like, bro. You lucky this person tipped you something. That person didn't have to tip you anything. Now I want to be clear though, regardless if you agree or disagree with this statement that I'm about to say, technically, people aren't obligated to tip. They don't have to tip if they don't want to. They don't have to tip. They don't. You know. It's like I said, me personally, I choose to, but in reality, they're not obligated to tip at all. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna start crashing out on any customer you see because you didn't get the tip that you wanted? It's stupid. Like this lady, what she did, she's an idiot. She's really an idiot. I would never do something like that over a damn tip. Y'all drop your comments down below. Y'all let me know how you feel about this story, because I swear 2024, crazy things has been happening. This right here, for me, besides that subway station fire thing that happened, this right here also takes the cake. That you pretty much threw your freedom away over a $2 tip. Let's get to the next subject, and this one is very heartbreaking. It's really touched my soul, and this one is very personal for me, and it's personal for a lot of people that saw this story. Robert Brooks. I'm pretty sure some that may not know is asking, who is that? Y'all look up this story, and y'all gonna see the video. Very heartbreaking. Rest in peace to Robert Brooks. I want to send my condolences to his family. I do hope they get the justice that they deserve, and, just watching that video was just so cringe. So this story takes place upstate New York prison, Marcy Correctional Facility. Y'all look that place up. So this is an upstate New York jail. So for those that are familiar with this, when you get arrested in New York, right, or New York State, whatever, right? So you get arrested for whatever crime, serious or whatever, and you go to the county jail. So if you are in New York City, you go to Rikers Island or whatever other county jails that's in that's in New York, because it's Rikers, and then there's the Boat, and and then there's Brooklyn House and stuff like that. So they take you to these county jails, and you sit up and then trying to find out what's gonna happen. Now, if you get convicted and you get sentenced, let's just say 10 years, right? Now they shipping you upstate New York to the prisons, either mediums or maxes, and then you start your sentence up there, right? Same thing in New York State. They got their kind of jails, and then after that they ship them to the prisons. So Robert Brooks was beaten to death by the correctional officers in the Marcy prison. I'm gonna warn y'all, when y'all see that video, it's really gonna mess with y'all heads, because the way how these officers did that kid was disgusting. But I'm not surprised behind this, and the reason why I say I'm not surprised behind this is because anybody that been up north knows that those correctional officers that's in those New York State prisons are ruthless, they're racist, they're inbred rednecks that don't care about anybody but themselves, and they're evil. A lot of them work together. They're related, and them that be living in them towns be taking these jobs in the prison, easily getting jobs just like that. Nonetheless, they're evil as fuck, bro. Like they really will unalive you. They will hurt you. Back in my time, unfortunately, I've been in jail. I've never been up north, thank God. And let me tell you, COs are dirty as hell. This man was handcuffed on video. Didn't really pull he didn't really pose a threat. And they beat him, putting a foot all on his chest and his neck, you know, and they're sitting there like this is a normal thing. And he beat that kid until he was no more. As I said, this is what they do up there. And there's a lot of prisoners that was up there that went missing. And their bodies are literally under the jail, buried. I mean, a lot of people, family members, don't even know. Like, this is how dirty these officers are. They will get you while you're in transit to another prison, or just find any little reason to take you to a secluded area in the prison and do you dirty. Ask anybody that's been up north. They'll tell you the horror stories up there, or how them CEOs give it up. It's bad enough that they have to watch their back from other prisoners, but they gotta watch their back from the CEOs, because them CEOs literally are corrupted, and they literally will not think twice about taking you out. And ain't nobody gonna hold them accountable, because they all like this together. They work together, so they're gonna cover it up, and cover their tracks. So, for what I got after this whole situation, the officers was fired. But that's not enough. These officers upstate New York have been doing this to prisoners for a very long time. Now, I know some may not care about these prisoners, but I do. Because at the end of the day, we cannot sit here and act like we all Mr. Perfect. Ain't nobody in this world perfect. We all do stupid things, make mistakes, okay? We all do that. And a lot of these prisoners up there made their mistakes. They paying the price right now, or they paid the price. So none of us ain't no better than them for us to be even throwing stones at them, you know? So let's just cut that out right there. Shit happens. But at the end of the day, these are human beings at the end of the day, and to get beat like that, nobody deserves. Like, that's crazy. Especially when you handcuffed and you can't really do much. His feet was cuffed and his hands was cuffed. How much of a threat did he pose? He didn't pose no threat at all. And they did him dirty. They said they fired him, but they need to go to prison. I really don't care when I say this statement right now. So all the real rights that's up north right now, I truly hope that they turn all the way the hell up in them jails and start fighting back. Because these CEOs, like I said, been getting away with this for a long time. Like I said, ask anybody that been up there, they will tell you. Something definitely needs to be done. And there's been complaints about this, but nobody don't care. Nobody looked into it. This is the time right now where examples need to be made. Because that video was disgusting. Rest in peace, Robert Brooks. We're going to see what's going to happen next. But yo, I'm about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning into the channel. Again, Happy New Year. I hope all goes well with y'all. Salute to y'all. Peace.